that is where we finished with the first question. Okay, so we are able to calculate the probability. Okay, and this gives you 2 marks. Okay, in the first part as well. So let's tackle the second question. Okay, the second question. All right, this is the second question. Okay, let me make it a bit bigger so we all can see. That's the question. Okay, the first part of the question says Dion needs 50 grams of sugar to make 15 biscuits. She also needs 3 times as much flour as sugar. That's the first condition. So she needs 3 times as much flour as sugar, and the second condition is 2 times. She also needs 2 times as much as butter as sugar. Okay, Dion is going to make 60 biscuits. Work out the amount of flour she needs. So let me zoom out a bit for us to see the question very well. Okay, so this is the question we have in our disposal. Okay, so as you can see, Dion needs 50 grams of sugar to make 15 biscuits. She also needs 3 times as much as flour as sugar. And so if you look at it, the condition we've been given over here, the question says this and that. So 3 times, she needs 3 times as much as the flour. Okay, so 3 times as much flour as sugar, and 2 times as much butter as sugar. Dion is going to make 60 biscuits. Okay, so what does the question says? Yeah, work out the amount of flour she needs. So how do we go about it? This is simple proportion. Okay, so let's see. If we have, zoom this one out a bit. Okay, so this one become a bit smaller for all of us to enjoy. Okay, so that's what we're heading towards. All right, so we've seen that in the question, yeah, Dion needs that amount. So as we see, this is a simple proportion question. We realize that she will need 50 grams. 50 grams. 50 grams. Yeah, 50 grams is proportional to 15 biscuits. I will donate it by bisc. Okay, then if we look at it again, it says she's going to do 60 biscuit. So if 50 grams for 50 for 15, then 60 biscuit will be more. As you can see, this will be more. And if it's more, let's divide. So then we'll come here and we'll see, since, so 50 G is proportional to 15 biscuit. So 60 biscuit will be more. If more, let's divide. So it will be 60 over 15 times 50. Okay, and this one will work it out. We are going to, this is 50. So this one goes here 4 times, then we have 1. So it will be 4 multiplying 50, which is 100. So she will need 100. So that one will give us the 100. As it says, he needs, work out the amount of flour she needs. So she will need 500 grams of flour. So 100, that alone will give you 3 marks if you get it right. Oh, let me see. Right. But that is 200 grams. Okay. 200 grams. 4, 5, 20. So that will give us 200 grams. But bear in mind that in the question, it says it needs 3 times as much as sugar. Okay, so note, he needs 3 times as much flour as sugar. Yeah, she needs 3 times as much as sugar. So therefore, that means this will be 3 times the 200 G. And this eventually will get 600 G of flour. So this is the amount in grams that she will need to do what she's supposed to do. And then let's look at the question. So Dion has to buy all the butter as she needs to make 60 biscuits. She buys the butter for 250 packs. Okay, let's go and look at the next question. What does it say? For the next question, our next question. Next question. Okay, the next question. So that is the next. Is it Dion? Is it Dion needs, or Dion has to buy all the butter she needs to make 60 biscuits? She buys the butter in 250 packs. Okay, so Dion has to buy all the butter she needs to make biscuits. She buys the butter in 250 grams packs. How many packs of butter does Dion need to buy? So let's see. Okay, so the B part. How many? B. So the B part. How many packs? How many packs? Let me look at the question. How many packs? Okay, I can see it from here. How many packs of? How many packs? Okay. So it's the question first of all says 2 times. You will need 2 times as much butter as sugar. Okay, so 2 times. You need 2 times as much butter as sugar. Okay, so if we need, let's say if she need 200 grams of sugar, that means we need 200 grams, as is a multiplied by 2 divided by 1, and so that will give us 400 grams. So this, this will give you the 400 grams of what? Butter. Okay. Now, to get the answer, you see, she buys them in pack. So to get the number of packs of butter that she would need. It was specified that she needed 250. So out of the 400, the 400 G divided by 250, yeah, will give her per pack. So this will give us, let me see, 250. 250 divide 400 by 250. So 400 divided by 250. Okay, 400 by 250. So that will give us roughly 1.18 over 5, which is equivalent to 2. Okay, so 2 packs that she would need. And this, if you work out this one very well, yeah, you get 2 marks for it. Okay, let's see, let's look at question number 3. Question number 3. Okay, this is a question number 3. Question number 3. Let's zoom out and we can see, everybody can see. Question number 3. Okay. Okay. You say find the lowest common multiple. Find the highest common factor, HCF, of 72 and 92. So 72 and 92. 72 and 90. So we should find HCF. Wow. Find the highest common factor, HCF, of 72 and 90. Okay. Let's see. How do we go about that? 72 and 90, HCF. So HCF of 72 and 90. All right. We are looking for HCF. Okay, how do we go about it? Yeah, we have to use prime factorization, because 72, we all know 72 is given as 9 times 8. And this, we can write it as 3 raised to the power 2 times 2 raised to the power 3. 3 raised to the power 3. Okay, 3 raised to the power 3. Because when we multiply 3, yeah, by 3, we're going to get what, 9. 3 raised to the power 2, sorry, yeah. So this is what we have when we break down 72. So now let's see. Can we further, well, let's look at 90. If we have 90 will give us 9 times 10, which we can also write it as 3, 2 times 2 times 5. Okay, so we pick the prime factor which is common to both numbers. Note, in such question, we pick the prime factor, which is common to both numbers. So as we can see, the two common ones are 3 raised to the power 2 and 2. So the answer then will be 3 raised to the power 2 times 2. And we know that 2 raised to the power 2 will give us 9. 9 times 2 will give us 18. And this is the answer for question number 3. Is it question number 3? Yeah. Question number 3. So it's looking very interesting. So this one, when you see question like that, you have to use what? Prime factorization. Let me put over here, prime factorization. So this, when we use prime factorization, okay, so prime factorization, yeah, there's a prime factorization as we see. So 72 is 90 times 8, and we broke the 98 to be 3 squared times 2 raised to the power 3, and then 90 is 9 times 10, so 3 squared times 2 times 5. Now common one is the 3 and 2 over here, and this one is only 2. Okay, so we take 2 of them, 3 raised to the power 2 times 2. That gives us that. Now let's look at question 4. Let me take the original question, question number 4. Question number 4. Question number 4. Okay, let's see what it says. Question number 4. Okay, this is question number 4. Let's zoom out so that we can see it properly. What does it say? Okay, this is the question. Question number 4. It says the diagram shows the plan, front elevation and the side elevation of a solid shape. Draw on centimeter grid. Okay, so this is a solid shape. As you can see here, we have been given the plan. The plan means you are looking on top of the whole object that you are required to draw. And the front elevation is where, when you are sitting straight ahead toward it, you will see it. Okay, and the side elevation, when you look at the side, it gives you the elevation of the object. So as you can see, the question says the diagram shows the plan, front elevation and the side elevation of a solid shape. Draw on centimeter grid. So let's see what we are required to do. So if you look at it, okay, this is the question that follows. It says, in a space below, draw the sketch of the solid shape given the dimension of the solid in your sketch. Okay, so let's go up and see. You see, if we look at this one, okay, and we count, I'm going to use blue to count for the top. When I'm counting from the top, you see, this grades are in centimeters. So this will be 1, and this will be 2, this will be 3, and this will be 4. Okay, so you see that in the dimension wise, the top will be 4 centimeters. Okay, and we'll count from here. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, so in the same way, if you look at this one as well, the side view has got the same dimension, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the horizontal, which is the height, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when we look at the object, you see, if this is the elevation, you see, that means when we're looking at the top, we see something like this, a circle, okay, and the front elevation will give us this. Okay, then when we project it down like that, you see, the bottom will also look like that. So it's like all what you have been given to do is to draw a cylinder. Obviously, so the top is the plan, as you can see. Okay, here is the front elevation. Okay, the front elevation, FE, and this is the side elevation. You see? So they say in the space below, draw a sketch of the solid shape given the dimensions of the solid on your sketch. So that's what we draw. You get it? Given the dimension. So let's draw it properly. Let's come down here. So our object demanded to be drawn is this. Let me come here. This. It's like oval. Because when you look at it, if you want to take a Milo container and you look at it, you place it in a certain position, you will see that even though the top is a circle, you will never get a circle. Okay? You will never get a circle when you are viewing it from that planish perspective. And you see, we're supposed to put the hidden lines over here. And when we counted, we saw that the diameter, the height here is 5 centimeter, and the top, the diameter from here to here, as we demarcate, is what, 4 centimeter. So that's all you are demanded to draw in an exam. Okay, let's look at the question number 5. Question number 5. Clear 5. Okay, we have been given this graph. Okay, and let me zoom out so that we all can see. We've been given such a graph. So, like that, and this one like that. Okay, this is the graph. Okay, it's not well illustrated here, but we will expand it as we go on. So the first question, okay, what does it say? It says a shape A can be transformed into a shape B. You see the question here. A shape A. So the shape A, as we can see, is the same as this one, only it is truncated. So the shape A can be transformed into shape B. That's what it says. So by a reflection in the x-axis followed by a translation CD, find the value of C and D find the value of C and the value of D. Oh, good. So you see what the question says? It says the shape of A can be transformed into a shape of B. So the first thing what we have to do is to do a reflection. So if we are doing a reflection, then that means, you see, when we count from here, it's 2 points. So we'll count the same thing, and we'll get to this point. Okay, then here it will be the same at this point, and the top there, the top, when we count from the top, is the point that the tip is on 5. So when we draw the line straight here to 5, then this will be the reflection. Because if you put a mirror, okay, if we put a mirror beneath this mark here, this is how this one will be reflected. Okay, so that's how it is. So we transform, you see, so as you say, transform the shape B by reflection in the x-axis followed by translation CD. Find the values of C and D. So being able to do this, okay, counting, we know that translation is moving the shape of the sides. Okay, translation is moving the shape sideways and also top and down. Okay, so this one, when we count, we're going to count 6. Okay, so when we count, it will be -6 here and -1. You understand? So you see, we are going on the left here. So to be negative, so the x will be -6 and a y to be -1. To be able to translate to this point. So the same, that's how it's going to be. So, but we've been given that we should find the values of C and D. So if that is the case, C and D in the vector form, this is the x-axis and this is y-axis. And so this, the coordinate become -6, -1. That is it. Okay, because we are going to count, if you see, we are going to count, well, we are going, so we need to go to left, the left hand side, as we are reflecting, we are translating. Yeah, we go from here, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and also down to get to negative that of B, so that would be -1. Okay, so that is what we get. This is as simple as that, and this will fetch you roughly about 2 marks. Very, very easy. Okay, beautiful. So we're able to squash question 5. Let's look at question 6. Yes, these are the questions that interest me, the practical questions that I love so much. Okay, it's a real life situation. Okay, this is a question we have. Okay, and the question is, the shop sells pack of black pens, packs of red pens, and packs of green pens. Let me take the question and look at it. It looks very clear to me here. Then, yeah. So it sells. Okay, so as we have been given 2 pens in each pack of the black pens. Okay, 2 pens in each pack of black pens. Then the second one says 5 pens in each packs of red pens, and then 6 pens in each packs of green pens. On Monday, the number of packs of black pens sold ratio to number of packs of red pens sold to the ratio of the number of packs of green pens sold. A total of 202 pens were sold. Work out the number of pens sold. Okay, so what do we do? First and foremost, we have the ratio. Let's see. So the ratio, this is the first one is 7, and the second one is 3, and the other one is 4. We should also bear in mind that if it's BRG, okay, so if that is the case, we were also given that 2 pens, 5 pens, and the 6 pens. Yeah, so this, if you look at it, 2 pens in each pack of blacks. So that is 2. And the other one, as we're given here, is 5 pens. Okay, so there are 5 pens in each pack of red pens. So that is 5 over here. And the last bit, we're given 6 pens in each packs of green were sold. So that corresponds to that. So to be able to get it right, we have to multiply them to get the actual number. Okay. See, now let's see. So if that is the case, when we multiply 7 by 2, so we are going to multiply this to get the actual. So 2 times 7, that will give us 14. And this will be 15. And this will be 24. Okay. So the total ratio, let's calculate the total ratio. The total ratio will be 14 plus 15 plus 24. Okay, that will give us 53. 53. 53. 53. So this is what we have got for the total. But we're asked to find the number of green pens sold. Okay, so number of green pens sold. Let's go here. Number of green pens sold. The number of green pens sold will be the number of, let me see. The number of, so when we come here, the number of, since we have this, so we say the number of green pen, as the number of green pens sold will be equals to the green, which is 24, as we did the green, which is 24, divided by 53 times the total pens sold, which is 202. Okay, so this, when we calculate, we get 96 pens sold. Okay, so this is how we're supposed to go about for this very particular question. Okay, so, and this, if you get it right, you get 4 marks. Okay, now let's look at the next question. So we did a 5. Okay, we did a 6. Then a 6. Okay, we're doing a 7. Okay, beautiful. Question number 7. Let us look at the question number 7 very well. Okay, so we zoom out as usual. We have been given this. We have been given that. Okay, that's what we have. Here are 2 rectangles, A, B, D, C, and the other one is P, Q, S, R. We have been given that QR is 10 centimeters and BC is equals to PQ. So let's see. Our first rectangle, which is AB, DC. So first rectangle, A, B, DC. Yeah, DC. And the other one is given as PQ and SR. Okay, so the questions says that QR is 10 centimeters. So QR is 10. QR is 10 centimeters. So this is 10 centimeters. Okay, and it says BC is equals to PQ. So BC, which is here, we don't know, is equals to BPQ. So it's equals to, so this one is also the same. That means this and this and this are the same, meaning this and that are the same. All right. The parameter of ABCD, this parameter of ABCD, okay, is 26. So we don't know why here, why I call this one Y. Okay. And I've also been given the area of the area of PQRS is given as 26 centimeters. Find the length of AB. So we are looking for the length AB, which is Y. So if I use the first figure here, if I use the first figure, I know the perimeter will give me x plus y plus y equals to the 26. So that, if that is the case, I'm going to get 2x plus 2y to be equals to 26 as equation 1. Okay, now the question says that BC is equals to PQ. Yes, BC is equals to PQ. If BC is equals to PQ, okay, BC is equals to PQ. Okay, let's see. If BC is equals to PQ, and this is BC, PQ, so they have the same sides or something like that. And also it says that the, let me see, AB, find the length of AB. So that's what we're looking for. So having this equation, that will help us. We'll put it aside. And also from figure PQR, from figure, is it PQR? Yeah, PQRS. So from figure PQRS, from figure PQRS, we know the area. The area of this rectangle, you see, so there's a rectangle, and we've been given the area to be 26 centimeters. So to find the area of a rectangle, we all know is the length times breadth. Okay, and over here we know one value and we don't know the other one. So we know this one to be 26. So equals to, or implies, since we know one side to be 10, so that we know the one side to be 10, then we don't know the x over here. So we see 10 multiplied by our x is equal to 26. Okay, so therefore, we use the calculator, read the question very well. So therefore, over here, when we do that, okay, so look at it. We have 26. So what does it come into mind? We have 26. If we compute it, let me read the question to get right. 26 question, yeah. Area, what's the area? The area given. Oh, area is 45 centimeters. So the area given is 45 centimeters. So the area given is 45. Let's be careful. So the area of the rectangle given is 45. It's not 26. So 45. So the area given here is 45 centimeters squared. Okay, so then we'll put 45 here. So the area of the rectangle here is 45 centimeters squared. So 45 here. So meaning x is equal to what? 45 divided by 10, which will give us 4.5. So knowing the length, knowing the value of x, the question is demanding us to calculate the length of b. So when we substitute our value here into the equation, substitute x equals to 4.5 into our parameter equation, which says 2x, so 2 multiply 4.5 plus 2y is equals to 26. So this equation will be 9 plus y is equals to 26. Okay, so that y will be 26 minus 9. Yeah, 26 minus 9. Okay, this 2y minus 9. And that will give us 26 minus 9. So 26, so this is y is equal to 26 minus 9 over 2. Okay, so we get 17 over 2. Alright, 17 over 2. 17 over 2. When we subtract, we get 17 over 2 over 2, and that will be approximately, so AB therefore is equals to 8.5 centimeters. Okay, so that is the question. All right, so as we'll be able to calculate it. So the first one, we know the parameter to be 26. So when we say if AB is supposed to be equal to y, then we know AB is the same as what? DC. You look at it. AB is the same as DC. And they say BC is equals to PQ. So if that is the case, we represented X here to be that dimension that we don't know, and this one as well. So we knew right from the scratch that we've been given a 26 over here as the parameter. So when we hear of parameter, that the summation of all the dimension should give us 26. So x plus x and plus y, we'll see it will be the total of the whole dimension. Okay, so that x plus y should give us to 26, which is the parameter given. So when we evaluate this, then we say 2x plus 2y is equal to 26. So we put that equation aside. Okay, we're also told that the area of this figure, PQRSR, is 45 centimeters squared. And we know, knowing one side QR to be 10 centimeters, that will help us to be able to calculate the value of x here. So then we say that from the figure PQRS, the area of the rectangle is given as 45 centimeters squared. So we know the formula to find areas, length times breadth. Okay, so the length times breadth should give us the area, which is 45 centimeters squared. Now we know one side of the rectangle to be 10. So 10 over here, multiplying x, okay, which we don't know. So we make x the subject, we get 4.5. But that was not the main matter of interest. The matter of interest to be able to find the length of the dimension AB. So then we put the 4.5 we got back into this equation up here, 22x plus 2y equals 26. And we know our value of x to be 4.5. We'll put it here and we solve the equation. So this 4.5 times 2 give us 9. Plus 2y equals 26. Okay, so we will take 9 from both sides. We have 26 minus 9 equals to 2y. So then we make y the subject. So 26 minus 9 divided by 2. 26 minus 9 is 17 divided by 2, and that is 8.5. So that is the dimension of that question we asked. So that is the question, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? All right, let's go to question number 8. Okay, question number 8. Let me read the question here. From question number 8. Question number 8. We have been given a very quick one. If you have mastered this, it will not take you a lot of time, so that you have enough time to continue. The first question says work out an estimate for the value of square root of 63.5 times 10 1.7. You see, we're asked to work the estimate. So how do you work the estimate? Let's go and see. To work the estimate, okay, to work the estimate of the, so now we have the square root of, okay, so square root of the value 63.5 multiplying 101.7. Okay, to work out with the estimate of for such a thing, we know that to approximate, this is 3.5, to approximate this one, okay, let me put the arrow here. With a 63.5 times 101.7, we can say that 63.5 can be approximated to be 64. That's we've been asked to find the estimate, and this will be 101. Okay, will be 100. Okay, so in estimated form. So we know the square root of 64 will give us 8, and that of 100 will be what? 10. So when we multiply this two, we get 80. So this is the estimated value. Okay. Now let's see the next question that follows. It says you have been given 2.3 raised to the power 6 is equals to 148. Correct to throw these significant figures. Okay. Then a B say find the value of 0.23 raised to the power 6. Correct to 3 significant figures. So how do you go about this? So we have 2. That's B. So 2.3 with the power 6. Okay, is equivalent to 148. Okay, and we know that to be able to evaluate this, okay, we say 2.3. If you look at the value that they want us to evaluate, you see 0.23. 0.23, okay, correct to 3 significant figures. So 0.23 correct to 3. So that's what we want. 0.23 correct to 3 significant figures. If we look at it, then if we match this and that, we can say that this is 2.3 divided by 10 raised to the power 6, and this can be written as 2.3 raised to the power 6 dividing 10 raised to the power 6. Okay, so when we compute that, okay, we are going to get 2 raised to the power 3 will be 148, as we're given up there, divided by what? 1000, yeah, dot 000. So in its equivalent form, okay, we are going to count from the back. So we're going to count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that. So if we have that, then we say this will be 0. Point an equivalent 00148, and this gives you 1 mark. Okay, the next question, which C, let's see what it says. The last question, question number C, it says, what is that? Find the value of 5 raised to the power negative 2. So C is to find the value of 5 raised to the power negative 2. Friends, this is a bonus once again. Find the value of that. So what do we do? So this we say 5 raised to the power negative 2 is the same as 1 over 5 over 2. And this means 1 over 25. And this one we divide, we get 0.8. As simple as easy. Beautiful. Now, let's tackle question number 9 as well. Question number 9? Yes. The question number 9 is another beautiful question. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. This is 3 marks for that. Giving you, it said what? Work out 3 1.5, 3, 1.5 times 1, 3.5. Okay, this is another nice one. So let's see how we go about it. So we have 3.5 multiplying 1, 3 over 5. Okay, see friends, this is another quick one. First of all, you have to convert them first. 3 times 2, this way, 3 times 2 plus 1, all over 2. Okay, and this one be, it's 5 times 1 plus 3. Okay, all over what? 5. You see? Okay, so I multiplied 2 by 3 and added 1. So this is 6 plus 1. This is 7 over 2 plus times. So it's multiplication. It's they're not making it so easy. So multiplication. So let's go back. So multiplying. Then this is 5 times 1 plus 1. That's 8 over 5. Okay. So what do we get? 5 times 7 times 8 will give 56. Okay. What is it? Yeah, 56. So 7 times 8 will give us 56 over 10. Okay, which we can approximate it. 56 over 10 means 10 goes inside 5 and the remainder 3 over 5. So this is what, and this is for another small mark. All right, let's look at question number 10. Okay, question number 10 as well. Let's see how we can make it bigger so that everybody can see. Okay, this question number 10, and this is one being needed. Okay, this is question number 10. Question number 10. It's the graph of the equation 3x plus 2x is equals to half, and 2y minus 3 is equals to 1 over 113 over 12, negative 113 over 12, have been drawn in the graph below. Estimate, using the graph, find the estimate of the solution of the simultaneous equation. See friends, this is also quick. So what do we do? To find the values of x and y, if we look at this, you see the simultaneous equation met at a certain point. Let me demarcate this point as P. Okay, so we'll draw a line through here. It goes like that and down to x. Okay, so if you read it very well, you will see that here, look at it very carefully. Our s value will be 2. If you see, we are 2.25. So x will be 2.25, and so this is the value of x. If we extrapolate this one up, you'll see that it's 2 somewhere here. You see? So, and the value of x is that, and the value of y, as you can see, is negative 1.5. So negative 1.5. So that is it. So all what we have to do is to read a graph. So x will give us 2.25 and y will give us negative 1.32. This is the answers that we demanded to come out with. If we read a graph, yeah, this is not anything difficult. We read a graph, that's what we get. All right, question number 11. Good. Question number 11. Okay, let's see how to tackle that one. Question number 11. Question number 11. Let me read the full question. Let me see. Yeah, it's a full question. All right. This is too small again. Let me zoom it out so that we all can see. Question number 11. Okay. Let me zoom this one as well so that we don't struggle. This one will come here. Alright. Okay. And this one come here. Alright. Let's look at the question very carefully. There's a bus company recorded the ages in years of the people in a coach A, the people on coach, and the people on coach B. Let me take it again. The question number 11 says a bus company recorded the ages in years of people on coach A and the people on coach B. Here are the ages of the 23 people on coach A. Complete the table below to show information about the ages of the people on coach A. So the first thing is that we should fill the table. So the first one, if we fill the table, we should calculate the median, the lower quartile, and upper quartile. We have been provided with the least age and greatest age. Okay, so let's see. Let's see the first part. So to calculate the median here, the median and lower quartile and also upper quartile, how do we go about it? We know the median, already we have been provided that here are the ages of the 23 people. So we know the number of people. Okay, 23 people. Here plus 1 divided by 2 give us the median. Okay, so the median, as you can see, median will be the 23 plus 1, because we know there are 23 people divided by 2. And when we calculate it very well, this will give a 12. Okay, 12th position. 12th position. Okay, so the median 23 plus 1 divided by 2 will give us the median. And at the 12th position, when we count from what we're given in order of merit, you see, such questions, when you get them, you have to make sure that the data provided are in order of merit. In order of merit, in the sense that it's supposed to decrease from the lower to upper. So and also make sure that if the numbers, if they are randomly arranged, we have to arrange them very well in order of merit so that we don't get wrong. So if you see this one, we have 41, 42, 44, 48, up to 79, it flows. So we don't need to do any rearrangement. So you see over here, we saw that the 12th position, so we will count from here. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see, our 12th position is 59. So now we know straight on the median will be 59. Okay, so median is 59. All right, if median is 59. And how do we calculate the lower quartile? Okay, so let's look at lower quartile. With the lower quartile, okay, lower quartile, we normally do that by dividing the median by 2, the position of median. So the median by 2. So the position of median by 2. Our median, when we calculated, we had it to be 12. So 12 by 2 will give you a 6. So that is what? 6th position. Okay. So let's count and see. So let's count. Our 6th position from the data given. Let's see. Our 6th position is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 53. So that means our lower quartile is also 53. Okay. So lower quartile is 53. Okay. Now To calculate the upper quartile, we multiply lower quartile by 3. So the upper quartile, let's say upper Q, will be LQ multiplied by 3. So this will be the lowest quartile was 6th position multiplied by 3, and that will give us 18th position. So let's go and read it and get our that one. So now we know that here is 53. Okay, now we are counting 18 position. So let's see, here was 12 position, 59. Yeah, 12 position. So 12 position. This will be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, 12 position, isn't it? So that would be the 12 position if you count from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, so now 18th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this is 18. So 18. So this, the upper quartile is 66. Okay. Now, we have finished the first part of the question. The next question says what? Okay, we have been given this. It says, here are some information about the ages of the people in Coach A. Okay. Well, first of all, we have been asked to fill the table, and we have filled the table. And it says, here are the information of the ages about the people on the Coach B. So now we know. Richard says the people on Coach A are younger than the people on Coach B. Well, do you agree this? Let's see. So let's see, in Coach B, okay. Well, okay, so let's whether we agree with Richard. Richard says the people on Coach A are younger than people on Coach B. No, I don't think so. Now let's give a reason. Let's give a reason. Okay, the answer to the reason. Okay. Our answer will be, in Coach B, our median is 70. Have you seen it? Look at Coach B. The median is 70. You see? And our Coach A, the median is 59. Look at it. So if you look at it, in a Coach B, our median is 70, and the Coach A is, the median is 53. 53. Let's see, our median was 59. Okay, so our that was 59. Okay, so the median, so we are using the median to analyze. Yeah, it's 59. Now, yes, I will agree with him on the basis. So I will agree. Okay. So yes. Okay. On the basis of the numbers, yeah, we can say that on the average, people on Coach B are older. So Richard is right. Richard is correct. in this scenario. Okay, so that's the reason you can give. Okay, and let's see the question, what it continues. Okay, let's see. All right. So, last part, it says C. So, for the first question says, Richard says the people on coach A are very, okay, that's the C part, that's the B, eh? So the B part, that's what we answered. The B. Okay, the C part. Let's see the reason we can give to the C. The C says, Richard says that the people on coach A vary more in age than people on coach B. Is Richard correct? You must give reason for your answer. Oh, okay, let's go and take the whole diagram and see. Very okay, let's look at the ranges. Okay, let's look at the ranges. Richard says the people on coach A vary more on age than people on coach B. Is Richard correct? You must give reason for your answer. Yeah. So vary implies by the range of data. Let's look at the range, the data. On A, okay, so our reason will be A, you see, the range of ages, and yeah, and B, let's see the range as well. If we look at A, the ages range from 79 to 41. Okay, is 38, and 85 to 42 is 43. Let's see, because the ages, the range, the first 70 minus 59. 79, this 79, 41, with the range. Let's look at the range. Yeah, okay, greatest age is 79, and the last age is 41. And ours, the B is 85 and 42. When you look at the range, you see this. Let me mark it well. This is the range, this range here, and this, compare these two. So if we subtract, then this is what we get for A, and this is what we get for B. Now, let's look at the IQR, interquartile range. For the IQR for both, so IQR, this one is 66 minus 53, and this equals to 13. And the next one, the IQR, so let me put a line here. This one will give us 73 minus 54, and this gives us 19. So, in this case, I will not agree with Richard, and I'll give my reason. Okay, now let's look at the data we have provided and talk about it. Okay, you see this? Agreement is no. Yeah, disagree. Why? It is no, because both IQR and the ranges are less for coach B. Sorry. for coach A, so if you look at it very carefully, the range of coach A is 38 less than 43 of that of B. You see? And IQR is also 18 less than 19. So that is the reason why we will not agree with Richard. So that's wonderful. This is just a reasoning question. Okay, so all about statistics, being able to look at the statistical values and manipulate them and, you know, discuss it. Right. Let's look at question number 12. Question number 12. All right. We have been given this. Question number 12. They say the volume, here is the spheres, PQR. So PQR, let me zoom it out, that we can see it very well. The sphere PQR, the sphere PQR. The first condition we've been given is the volume of a sphere Q is 50% more than volume of P. So that is volume of, if you say V to be the volume of Q is 3/2. Yeah, the 50% that of Q of P. Okay, so the volume of Q is 50% more than volume of P. So that is one condition we have been given. And the volume of R, VR, is the same 3/2. That's 50% of that, 0.5. That's 1.5. So more than the volume of Q. More than the volume of what? Q. Okay, the more than volume of Q. The last condition given, it says the volume of sphere R is 50% more than the volume of sphere Q. So I have Q as equation 2. Find the volume of sphere P. I'm looking for VP as fraction of volume of R. So if you look at these two enacted equations over here, you see that we can do some substitution. Since we're looking for VP, we do VQ. So we say substitute, equation 1 into equation 2. Okay, so we know VP, and we know, so this VQ, this and that. So that's what we're gonna substitute this one into this, so that our equation VR will be equals to 3/2 into bracket 3/2 VP. Okay, and that, if we calculate it very well, we are going to get 9/4 VP. 9/4 VP. Let me see, 9/4 VP. Okay, 9/4. So let's see. So VR, now is equals to 9 over 4 VP. And to make VP the subject, we'll have to multiply both sides by 4. So 4 VR is equals to 9 VP. This implies that VP is equals to 4 over 9 of VR. So this is what we are demanded to work out for 3 marks. So this is you're going to get 3 marks for that. Okay, so this is all what you have to do according to the statement given. Okay, yeah, that's why you see the volume of sphere VP. Yeah, so that will be 3 over 2, 1.5. Okay, 50% of that. And then VR that, and we look for VP. We do a simple substitution, and this is what we get. All right, let's look at question number 13. All right, number 13. Question number 13. Okay, number 13. All right, let's see question number 13. What is it? Question number 13 from the paper. Okay, question number 13. You see, this question is very interesting. It's a given that n can be any integer such that n is greater than 1. Prove that n squared minus n is never an odd number. Wow, interesting. So we've been given that n is greater than 1. And we should prove that n squared minus n is never an odd number. It's never an odd number. Interesting. Okay, for us to be able to solve such a question, we have to look at it from this perspective. Now, if we have an odd number, and when it's an odd number, multiplying odd number, for instance, it will be equal to what? Odd. That is the answer. So if I have 3 multiplying 5, I'm going to get 15. And it's odd. You see that 15 is an odd number. Okay, now the next condition is supposed to be when I have odd multiplying even number, you know for sure that I'm going to get what? Even. Now, if that is the truth, yeah, odd multiplying even. 3 is odd, multiply even 2. I'm going to get 6, which is even. If I multiply even by even, I get even. So 2 multiplied by 2, I'll get 4. So let's consider it this way. If n squared minus n, we know that we can write it as n into bracket n minus 1. So for instance, when n is equal to 10, I'm going to get 10 multiplying 10 minus 1, and that will be 10 times 9. And this is, if you look at it, this is 10 is even, multiplied 9, which is odd. Okay, when I multiply both even and odd, I get even. Because this, you see, look at it. And when I take 5, for instance, let's see if n is equals to 5. And this, I'm going to get 5.5 minus 1. And this is 5 multiplied by 4. You see, as you can see, yeah, this will be odd and even. Multiply by even. And what do we get? So what we can see that either n is even. Okay, so we have proved either n is even or n minus 1 is even. So the product must be even. Okay, so that's the proof. All right. So look at it as a simple way of analyzing it. Just all what you have to understand is when you multiply odd by odd, you get odd. Odd by even, you get what? Even by even. So our concentration is on this two. This two, to use it to do the analysis. So if you follow the step, substituting values randomly from your memory, knowing that 10 is an even number, when you multiply, so 10 multiplied by 9, 9 times 10 gives us 90. You see, that will be even. Okay, 5 times 4, yeah, that you know what it's going to be. So all times even. That's what we say, either n is even or n minus 1 is even. So the product must be even. That proves the question. Well, question number 14. We have been given this trigonometry. Okay, let's zoom it out and see. Our trigonometry. Yes, that's what we have. It said give your answers in the simplest form. Find the exact value of tan 30 degrees times sine 60 degrees. Oh, friends, you know this. We've been doing this before over the years. You know, normally when you see such a question, what comes into your mind is we have something called so, ka, toi. Yeah, so ka toi. Let me clean it out. Yeah, so ka toi. So ka toi. And this question, okay, so let's go about it. So we are supposed to find tan 30 degrees multiplying sine 60 degrees. Okay, that's why I said questions like that, you should always remember something we learned over the years called so, ka, toi. Okay, sine is equals to opposite. You see this one? So sine theta is equals to opposite of hypotenuse. And this means cos theta of an angle is equals to adjacent of hypotenuse. And this tan theta of an angle is equals to opposite of adjacent. So when we look at this, we have been given 30 degrees and 60 degrees. Okay, that means our diagram is going to be okay, this is 30 degrees, this is 1, 2, or 3, and this is 60 degrees. This is 90. This is how our diagram is going to be like. Okay, so if we have been given to find the tan 30, so from the diagram, to find tan 30 to tan 30 degrees, we know tan is opposite of adjacent. So opposite of adjacent is 1 over root 3. is the value of tan. And sine of 60 degrees. You know, this is sine. It's opposite. Will be here. Sine. This one is opposite to this angle. So sine 60 is opposite to this. Okay, and this is hypotenuse and this is adjacent. So sine 60 degrees will give us root 3, which is so opposite of hypotenuse over 2. And the question says what? Sine multiply tan 30 by sine 60. Mean multiply this by that. So multiply that and that and that. This will cancel this, so we'll be left with half. So that's what we're demanded to do. Now let's look at question number 15. Question number 15. Okay, there's another interesting one. Let me look for the question. Number, is it 15? Question number 15. So where is it? I didn't print that one. Question number 15. Okay, you don't worry. Let's look at it. Question number 15. Okay, that's how it is. Question number 15. Hello? Yep. Come again? Come again? Oh, yeah, I can hear you. All right. Oh, okay. All right.